Listen up, partners. This is Good, Bad, Ugly on World Improv Network.
Good evening, everyone. I am Alex.
My name is Asa.
I'm Jason.
And we are your astute wind counselors that get you through the week with any problems you might be facing or any daily grind issues that you're currently experiencing. So let's get to our first winner. Our first winner is Jody from Charlotte, North Carolina. She writes, Dear Win, have you ever had Tofurky? And if so, do you think I should take the risk of serving it on Thanksgiving as a vegetarian option? Tofurky.
I have not had Tofurky. I've had my fair share of tofu. I include it in my own cooking. And I recently heard about it's a vegetarian version of the turducken, where you take like an eggplant, a squash, and a sweet potato.
Oh man!
And you like insert them into each other so that it has the layers. I don't know if that was it exactly.
So who's the actual stuffing? Is the eggplant getting stuffed by the other elements?
It might not be an eggplant. I don't think those are in season actually.
Man.
But I think it is a yam, a sweet potato, and maybe like another big vegetable.
I have a problem with Tofurky as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you're committing to the vegan or vegetarian lifestyle, you're saying no to animal products. So eating a fake product that looks like an animal is like, if I ever kicked heroin, I would not put like a syringe of air into my arm just to like fit in with my junkie friends. I would give up the lifestyle completely.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Y'all act like crack is so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. I mean, that is a very good point, Jason. I mean, why would you want to model something after something that you don't even eat, right?
Yeah.
And I've actually seen it in Tofurky. This thing was retardedly looking. It's just a glob of tofu that they put like food coloring on to have that brown, bronzish color like a turkey. And it's
so this is like sculpted in the shape of a turkey?
Yeah, and a turkey, but it looks more like just a blob, right? And it's horrible. I mean, it's just god-awful. So, Jody, I would say only if you want people to leave your party or your Thanksgiving feast or just have a blob in the corner that no one's going to eat, not even the flies, then I would serve it. Otherwise...
Put it on the kids' table.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Put it on the kids' table. Or
it's like Play-Doh. They can like make stuff out of it.
Or do a vegetarian turducken with yams, pumpkins, what else? Potatoes?
Yeah, squash. 2 lima beans.
I think Jason and I got it. Don't do it. It's a waste of time even thinking about a Tofurky. All right, let's move on to Trevor from Glasgow, Scotland. And Trevor writes, Dear Win, what do you think of terrorists using amphetamines like Captagon in order to feel invincible and to stay up for 3 to 4 days straight to fight? Well, I mean, Jason kind of touched on that about getting into the illicit drugs. I think it's unfair. It's not fair to all the other terrorists out there that are trying to play the game legitimately, follow the rules, to get hopped up on Captagon and be able to stay up for 3 to 4 days straight. That is not fair. What do you think, Ace?
I think we should hire the whatever that agency is. I just heard about this
on the Windward local news. We saw it, the Hogan's Hero Cast. Yeah,
how Russia, like all their athletes are banned because of steroid use.
The World Anti-Doping Agency.
Yeah, I think they should work with the UN to
absolutely
investigate terrorist organizations.
That's a pretty good point.
I think if they get if they keep using these amphetamines, they're eventually going to have heart issues, so they might not grow into their golden age of being a terrorist.
So you're thinking more about their health concerns.
It might be a positive. They're going to burn hard and fast in their 20s. And then,
well, and who ends up footing the bill?
That's a good point.
Right?
Exactly,
the taxpayers.
right?
The taxpayers, right. Right. And, and again, like in the good sport of the Olympics, right, if we didn't have the anti-doping agency, how would we know who's playing on a level playing field?
Yeah.
That's a good point. You guys are so smart. You really bring it down to earth that the average person can understand why or why not these people should or should not be able to do these kind of things.
I attribute it to the recent teachings of the Church of Rock.
Oh man, you started following that?
Yeah, I mean, kind of just they call me a pebble.
That's
where I am in the ranks.
Okay, so you're like in the early stages of the church.
Yeah, I still have a long ways.
What is the guy's name who runs that? It's Clarence. Is that what it is?
They haven't told me his name.
Oh man, I could have swore that was his name because I heard him on when I was watching, Talking Points with Spaz Davis, and that dude is pretty cool, man. I could see how you'd want to follow him.
I haven't met him. I don't.
Okay, so it's a discovery process. You have to get.
I'm just a pebble. Yeah, I just got out of being a sand grain.
Oh, now you're a pebble. Well, congratulations, Ace.
Thanks.
All right. Let's move on to our next winner. It's Mary from Loveland, Colorado, and she writes, "Dear Win, what scares you guys the most? And since you are from Loveland,
Yeah.
why don't you answer Mary? Why don't you tell her what scares you the most first?
What scares me the most? You know, I always have this ongoing fear that I'm going to eventually become homeless, a indigent person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure exactly why. I have a very loving family and a friend group that would probably take care of me if I was in financial crisis, but I always have like a backup plan running through my mind of what I'm going to do when I am homeless. Like I think I'm going to move to a college town because they seem to have a lot of students who are reckless with locking their doors and have a bunch of money that's not theirs and food everywhere, and I would be okay there. But
So it's Robin Hood almost, because I mean those are parents that are supplying the food, the money, and everything else to the kids that are at school. So you pretty much said, well, what does it matter if I take it from them?
yeah, I would be like a teaching homeless person. I would teach these kids that they can't just like leave their backpacks out and leave their apartments
Oh.
unlocked, because I will come in and use their stuff and take their food and stuff like that.
So life lessons. You're teaching serious, hardcore life lessons. So if all things fail, let me teach you something
yeah,
to keep you from ending up where I am right now. which
yeah.
is-
I think there was a movie with like a homeless guy that was living in the library of Harvard. Has anyone seen that movie?
no.
Is this with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy?
No, I think that's Trading Places. This was Brandon Fraser back in the day. I don't know, but
Encino Man?
yeah, that's not it either.
Uh,
What do you think, Ace?
about,
What scares you the most? That's a pretty in-depth question by Mary. I mean, it's short to the point, but man, it means a lot.
Mary, I'm scared to say what scares me.
Oh,
Oh. So you don't even want to face your own demon because you're too scared to look at it.
Ooh, I'm such a coward, but I'm okay with it.
What scares me the most? I would say Tiamat scares me the most. It's a 5-headed dragon, and it's huge. And it's got a black head, a red head, a white head, a blue head, and a green head, right? And they're all different elements, right? So you can get burned by fire, you can get frozen by ice. I mean, all the different options of how Tiamat could kill you, there's no way you can combat or prepare for it. That's what scares me the most.
you've seen this dragon?
Oh, yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah. I've seen it since I was like 4 years old and all the time. It wakes me up and I won't go back to sleep. I hyperventilate when I see Tiamat. And so I'm like, I got to stay up for X amount of hours and not go back to sleep because maybe Tiamat's like Freddy in Nightmare on Elm Street will come in through my dreams and take me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe schizophrenia is like an actual fear that you should be thinking about instead of this dragon if you're having these visualizations that are
Jason, it's Tiamat.
okay.
I swear. I swear it's Tiamat. All right. Well, I hope that helps, Mary. Hope that was a good answer from us. All
Shout
right,
out to Loveland, by the way, Mary. What's up?
throwing it out to Loveland. That's where Jason's from. All right, our next winner's Lance from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and he writes, "Dear Win, any suggestions on a must-purchase item on Black Friday this year?"
A
Must purchase is coming up.
must purchase.
Mhm.
Buy yourself buy something nice for yourself.
That's
Yeah.
really descriptive, Asa.
Treat yourself. Well, I don't want to. What's their name from Fort Lauderdale?
It is Lance from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Lance. Yeah. I'm not going to tell you what to buy. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. But treat yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of going to go on that tip too, and just why don't you buy yourself some alone time to think about how your year was so far? I mean, you're probably going to be off of work or out of school. I don't know what your situation is, but don't just give in to this commercialism. Why don't you buy some time to read a book, enjoy your family? Buy you, invest in you,
Interesting.
or go to Best Buy, whatever you feel like.
Right. Well, Lance, I tell you what, I think, let's see, Black Friday, a must-purchase item, since they're already like selling stuff now a week in advance. It's like pre-Black Friday sales. You know what? Don't buy anything. Steal something on Black Friday,
Yeah.
because Black Friday kind of shouldn't mean what it's supposed to mean. It means like do something dark, something evil on Friday after Thanksgiving. After you're so thankful for giving and being with family, do something bad, to put the devil on your shoulder when the angel's on the other side. Steal something. Steal whatever you want. I would suggest a Porsche 911 twin turbo convertible since you live in Florida. That's what I think.
Maybe
All right.
a speedboat.
Oh man, that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice oceanfront area.
Like a white suit with the sleeves pushed up on your speedboat day after Thanksgiving.
Miami Vice.
Oh man, living the life.
As long as it's for you, Lance.
Absolutely. Make sure to steal something that you're going to benefit, Lance.
Right.
Not for someone else. Don't be like altruistic. Do something thankful again to carry over from Thanksgiving, but for yourself.
Yeah. Don't pay it forward. Don't pay it back.
For yourself.
For yourself.
Absolutely right. And you know what? We got one more little piece of inspiration to get you through the rest of the week, guys, and that is known as Horoscope Corner.
Love, fortune, status. Let us do your astrological chart. Horoscope Corner on World Improv Network.
Hey, Libra, you are in trouble because your scales are going to turn into fish scales. So talk to Pisces about that. You two, both of you are in a lot of trouble. All right. And, I'm not here to be the leader of detention. I'm just here saying that you can resolve this issue if you check out the World Improv Network on Facebook or on Twitter at World Improv Net, or there's YouTube. You can check us World Improv Network out on YouTube, or there's iTunes. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Win on Mile High Sports Radio. Don't forget to be a winner and interact with the cast by sending your suggestions or questions for each show segment throughout the week by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, on Twitter at World Improv Net, or by calling into the Mile High Sports Radio studio line on Sundays before or during the show. See you next week.